Well, back here in central Indiana, preparations are already underway for the Cream and Crimson fans for sure.
And thousands of fans are going to be making their way to Bloomington on Monday to see it. And that's where we find Jenna Webster. So, Jenna, what should fans expect there in Bloomington?
Oh, I got one word for you, crowded. If you are heading out to watch the game in Bloomington, expect everywhere to be crowded. You might even have to wait a little bit outside. We're going to get to that, a little bit more information on that in a second, because Visit Bloomington is expecting thousands of people to be out and about watching the game, both here on Kirkwood Avenue and really throughout the city. And the executive director tells me January tends to be really one of their slowest times for tourism, but not this year, not this January. Hotels are about 3/4 full compared to the 40% capacity last year during the national championship weekend, which of course IU was not playing then. Lenny's on Kirkwood is hosting a watch party, and they are already completely booked. Today, the city also announced a free watch party at the Buskirk Chumley Theater. 600 people can fit in that theater. Visit Bloomington expects the championship to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in economic impact for the city, and it's excited to show off Bloomington on the national stage.
We're the best college town in America, and we invite everybody to come and see us, so it's great to have that. And again, one of the premier universities in the world right here in Bloomington, Indiana. So we're kind of used to having national attention for many different things, but having it for football is been crazy for the last 2 years. So we love it and we're embracing it.
Oh yeah, IU fans are definitely embracing this. So there's a lot to know if you are planning on heading down to the famous Kirkwood Avenue to watch the game. Kirkwood will be closed to vehicle traffic at some point on Monday. The city isn't exactly sure on timing for that yet, but part of it will be closed for parking all day Monday, as well as parts of Dunn Street. The city is also warning, like I mentioned earlier, that bars and restaurants are going to be very crowded. If you're coming out to watch the game, it is expected to be very, very cold on Monday. So please be bundled up if you might expect to have to wait outside if these bars and restaurants are at capacity. But really all these places are hosting. They're excited to have everyone here on Monday night. Again, Bloomington on the national stage.
All right, Jenna, thanks so much. I really do think it is a 3-day pregame for IU fans starting tonight. And we have you covered before, during, and after the game right here on Channel 13 as well, WTHR Plus.
And that's where you can watch our streaming special, which airs Sunday night at 6 o'clock.
Jenna, talking about those
Yes.
cold temperatures, we're talking about people maybe lining up outside of a venue, trying to get a seat to watch the game. You know, it's going to be cold.
Sure is. How cold?
Teens and wind chills sub-zero all day long. So yes, be thinking now, I'm going to need some extra layers, especially if you expect to be standing outside. And we expect a lot of that because they're going to be so busy down there. So excited for us to get to Monday night. Tonight we have temperatures in the 30s. We're at or above freezing. So some good news. Roads in great shape as you come downtown to root on our Pacers. Remember, that's a game you can see right here on Channel 13 tonight. We will stay near or above freezing for the next several hours. Radar is clear for the most part locally, but I want to expand the view and show you what's headed our way. All of these rain and snow showers will continue to kind of pivot and rotate our way over the next several hours. So some additional pockets of snow late tonight and early tomorrow. And as temperatures drop, we may end up with a few slick spots. We'll cover the weekend forecast in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Angela. Thanks. A Missouri man who hit and killed Indiana State Trooper Aaron Smith with a stolen car will spend 40 years in prison.
That sentence handed down today, and our Rich Nye was in the standing room only courtroom in Hendricks County. It was filled with police officers today who all came to hear that sentencing for Eddie Jones.
I counted about 75 Indiana State troopers who sat and stood in the courtroom in remembrance of Trooper Aaron Smith. In June 2023, police chased then 18-year-old Eddie Jones driving a stolen car. Trooper Smith was deploying stop sticks at Ronald Reagan Parkway and I-70 when Jones turned right and hit Smith, killing him. He was 33.
Aaron loved being a policeman, lived it honestly, and treated everybody with respect. And I gotta say, as his dad, I'm proud, and yet I miss him.
The defense read a letter written by Jones in which he apologized to Trooper Smith's family and to the Indiana State Police. He wrote that if he could go back in time and change his choices, he would, but obviously he can't.
Jones received a 40-year prison sentence plus 10 years probation for resisting law enforcement causing death, attempted aggravated battery, and attempted battery with a deadly weapon. In Danville, Rich Nye, 13 News.
It's going to be a cold weekend with high temperatures only in the 20s, but the bitter cold gets here early next week. I'll have a look ahead.
Could the Chicago Bears move here to Indiana and become the Gary Bears?
We have the proposal released about that today and the steps that are underway to make it happen.
Plus, Colts training camp will have a new home in 2027.
Where the team says it's going to move summer practices.